Kombucha, the healthy drink that tastes kind of weird, and my mom does not know how to pronounce the name of it. Mom.
Yeah.
Say kombucha.
Kombucha.
But you know, there's one problem about kombucha. It's pretty expensive. Like a bottle like this, I'm pretty sure is like $4, and you're not getting a lot out of this. Oh, and also there's another problem, but this might just be for me, how it comes in glass, which, you know, is better for the environment, but if you drop it, it's not very fun if you drop it. But yeah, so I kind of thought, since it's so expensive, why not just make it homemade? What if that's cheaper? And yeah, we're gonna test that theory today. I'm gonna look up a recipe online, and then I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's and get some things, and we'll see how it goes. All right, I changed my shirt, but now we're actually going to Trader Joe's. All right, we have made it to Trader Joe's, and it says I only need 4 ingredients, which are like raw kombucha, cane sugar, smoothie mix, and tea. So let's go get them. Okay, so we got the green tea, we got some frozen berries, and we got the organic cane sugar. They didn't have any raw kombucha, and I'm actually just gonna get apple cider vinegar instead of that. So I'm gonna go to another store to get that. Oh yeah, also I was just looking at the recipe, and it turns out you have to let it sit for like 10 days, which kind of sucks. I was hoping to get this video out pretty fast, so guess I'm just gonna have to test my patience. All right, I got all the ingredients here, and not the berries though, because I don't think I need those for a while. And it also said I need a glass bottle to like store it, which I don't have. Well, but I do have this apple juice, so I'm gonna wash this and use this. All right, the first step is to boil water, and while it boils, I'm gonna wash the apple juice cup. So actually, never mind with the water. Turns out I don't need that since I'm using a bottle of tea. I just have to boil this. All right, now we gotta boil 1 cup of the tea. Jesus. Okay, I got it. All right, and while that boils, I'm gonna pour some of the tea into this bottle. I'm not gonna do all of it. Okay. Oh, and that's the wrong cap. All right, the tea is starting to stink because tea is kind of stinky. But now I have to add 1 cup of the cane sugar into the tea mixture. Well, not mixture, into the tea. Oh God. Okay, this isn't exactly 1 cup, but I hope that just doesn't matter. Yeah, and then I have to mix this around until it's a nice syrup. All right, I think that's pretty dissolved. All right, now I have to add that tea mixture into this. And it says to do a cup, and then I have to do another cup of apple cider vinegar after that. So I hope this has 2 cups in it. I poured some of it out, but we'll see. All right, I just poured in the tea sugar mixture into this, and then I have to let it cool. And then I have to add the apple cider vinegar, which is the last step before you leave it for 10 days to like fermentate or whatever. And then you add the flavoring, like the berries, and then that's it. So yeah, let's just let this cool, and then we'll add the apple cider vinegar.
2 minutes later.
All right, I think it's probably cooled enough, maybe. So we're just gonna top it off with this apple cider vinegar. All right, and now I'm gonna seal it up, you know, real tight with the cap. And I'm also gonna wrap it in aluminum foil, just to be safe, you know. Also says to stir it. All right, and now I'm gonna store it in my pantry for 10 days. Hopefully I don't forget about this.
Okay, so it's been about 9 days and I don't want to wait any longer because I don't have anything to do today. So we're gonna finish making the kombucha today. I'm on my camera now. I got this new microphone. I hope it sounds good. I listened to the playback and it sounds like okay, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Let's go get the kombucha. All right, here she is. I don't know why I said she, but here's the kombucha. It looks, kind of just looks like apple juice if I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so the first step, it says to prep your bottles, like glass bottles that you'll actually put the like fully made kombucha into, which I don't have those, but I do have some cups. So I'm gonna go get some cups. The reason they want you to get cups is so that you can like seal. I mean, the reason they want you to get bottles is so that you can like seal it, but I'm just gonna use the tinfoil method again, and hopefully that works. We get like 2 bottles, I don't know, or 2 cups. Okay, so we got, why is it not focusing? Okay, so we've got 3 cups here, and we also have a bowl because I have to pour like 1 to 2 cups of this into the bowl for some reason. So we're gonna do that. I guess we're gonna get a smell reveal here. Not sure how that's gonna go. It actually doesn't smell too bad. It smells like kombucha. Okay, yeah. All right, so it says to pour 1 to 2 cups of this, so I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it. All right, that hopefully wasn't too much or too little. On to the next step. All right, next it says to take a handful of the frozen berries and then mash them up with a fork. All right, I guess I'm just gonna dump them out. I'd say that's about a handful, you know, maybe a little more. And now we're gonna mash them. Okay, I mean, I think a lot of them are still very frozen, like the blueberries, but I tried and we can go back to this later.
2 minutes later.
All right, I waited a little bit and then I mashed them up again and it looks better now. So now we have to put this into the bottom of each cup. All right, let's just scoop some of this. I think I might just do 2 cups because I don't have that much kombucha, like a lot less than the recipe says. All right, and now we pour the bottle into each cup. And I think I'm just gonna use the bowl. I think the purpose of pouring it into the bowl was for like if you wanted to use it later on, but I'm not gonna do that, so. Oh God, I spilt it, but okay. All right, I'm gonna clean this up and then seal the bottles. All right, we got the aluminum foil and let's seal these bad boys up. Okay, I mean, that's no cap, but I sure hope that's like strong enough. And now we have to let it sit for another 2 days. Bruh. But then it's finally done. So, see you in 2 days. What is up? We are back. So the truth is, it's actually only been 1 day. I couldn't wait any longer because again, I'm pretty bored and you know, I want to get this video out, so let's go get the kombucha. Hopefully I don't drop these. All right, we got them. Okay, so the final 2 steps are to take the kombucha and strain it so then you get rid of like the berries. And this is the only strainer I have. This might be difficult to not like lose any of the kombucha when I strain it, so I don't really know what to do. I think I'm just gonna have to pour this into the strainer and then have another cup on the other side to like catch all the kombucha. Let's try it. So I guess I'm just gonna go like this. Hopefully this doesn't go everywhere. Oh, okay, I already f***ed up. All right, I don't want to get this on my new shirt. Alright, you know what? I'll just get a big ass bowl or something. This pot is like the only thing I could find that's like clean. Alright, so I guess this will work, hopefully. Alright, now for the second cup. Okay, it seems to be straining. Some of the liquid's just not going in because of the berries. There we go. Hopefully that gets... Alright, I think I got most of it. Alright, and there is our kombucha. It definitely still has a lot of berry chunks in it. Let me give it a smell. I mean, I guess it smells like kombucha. I'm gonna put this in the fridge. It also just looks like blood, and there is not much of it, like, at all. Alright, so the kombucha is in the fridge. I guess I'm just gonna let that sit there for like 20-30 minutes, and then we'll try it.
20 minutes later.
Okay, so it's been about 20 minutes, and I got this nice clear cup, and I'm gonna pour it in, and we're gonna try it.
Nice.
Here it is. I'm low-key scared. I hope this isn't ass. It smells alright. I mean, it's not bad. But it's also not good. It kind of tastes, it's very strong. It's like a lot stronger than normal kombucha, and maybe that's because I didn't let it like sit long enough or pasteurize or whatever. Like you can definitely taste the vinegar like a lot. But it's honestly better than I thought it was gonna be for like it being homemade. So yeah, overall I would say I would never do this again, because it definitely takes a lot longer, obviously, than just like buying a bottle. And it's more expensive, definitely. Like I got basically this much. There's a little bit more in the pot. And I think I spent like $15, and it took like 12 days. I'll give this like a 5 out of 10. I don't think it's really worth, at least what I did, how I made it, and the quantity that I made, it's not really worth it. Alright, well that's going to be pretty much this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, drop a like, subscribe, tap the notifications bell. I also want to say a big thanks for all the support on my last video that quickly became my most viewed and liked video. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And yeah, thanks for watching and have a good day.